Hey there, what's up everyone? Tamil here. And today's video, I'm going to give you my top 4 reasons why I think network marketing is not a good choice if you're looking to start a business. And, I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach because normally, we're always talking about, the good things that network marketing has to offer, whether it's the money or, the time freedom and things like that. So, hopefully, I don't ruffle any feathers with today's topic because, you always hear those great things, but I'm going to kind of go on the other side. I'm going to talk a little bit about the things that people don't normally hear about in, network marketing. So we're always hearing about the pros and the cons, and we like the pros, but we don't really hear so much about the other side. And, I think it's a good idea to put it all out on the table and, just to tell you what you can face once you start, this business or you get in this industry. Now, I had to narrow this list down a little bit because I could have had like a very long list, but, I narrowed it down to maybe like my top 4, choices of, why it's not, a good idea to probably go this route. And, people tend for some reason to have this idea in their head that when they think about network marketing, like it's like a job or something, that, the money and the success, is going to come quick. It's not like, you're going to get paid, the next week. This is the type of business that you have to, build long term. So, let's first just, kind of take a look at, my top, 4 reasons and then, kind of break it down from there. So the first thing or the first reason, why I think that, network marketing is probably a bad idea for most folks is that you have to talk to a lot of people. And there's really like no way of getting, out of this, so, this part, that people probably are not going to figure out until they've pretty much kind of gotten into the business a little bit. And, you run through your warm market. So, after you've made that list of 100, family and friends or whatever your upline tells you to do, and, you've talked to all of your, your family members, your coworkers, the bartender, the waitress, or the people at the gas station, or people that you already know. Once you've gone through, that list, it is a numbers game. You will run through your list. Everyone runs through their list. So, at some point in time, you're going to have to, talk to other people. And if you're not that friendly type of person, if you're not the type of person that, is used to, making friends with people, easily, or if you're not the type of person that really just likes to talk to people that you don't know, then, this business is going to be a little challenging because you have to talk to a lot of people. And it has to be people that are outside of your family and friends. It has to be people, in that warm market. And so one of the biggest problems that, a lot of reps go through when they get into this industry is that they run out of people to talk to. You're going to have some people that say yes, but you're going to have a lot of people that's going to say no. And, you have to, talk to people eventually that you don't know. And, if you're this type of shy person or maybe like an introvert or something like that, like stay away from people or whatever, then this business is definitely not for you. This is just, not a good choice at all. You should go check out, something else, You're going to fail miserably if you're not someone who likes to, build relationships, because this is more of a relationship builder type of person. So you have to talk to like so many people, and, this type of business, it never really stops with talking to people. So, you have to have a communication type, attitude or type of approach to people if you're going to want to kind of like build this type of people. So if you hate meeting folks, then this definitely is probably not one of the things that you're going to want to, really want to get into. Now, the second reason, that this might not be, a good choice for you is that there's a really, really high chance that, you're going to fail, unfortunately. It's like a 97%, failure rate in this type of industry. And, network marketing is not for everyone. Some people like this type of model. Some people don't, like this type of model. They don't like approaching people, and they don't like, talking to people about, buying products, or they think that they're a salesperson, and they don't want to get into that type of business, which every business, you're going to be a salesperson. So I don't really get that portion of it. but you're gonna have to develop probably like new skills. And if you're not the type of person that like learning, then this is another reason why it's not going to be a good choice for you, because you're gonna have to brush up on new skills, especially if you're coming from that employee mindset. And most people that get into this business, they're pretty much employees. They're everyday working people that's looking for their plan B, or looking for another way to either create an additional income. So you're going to have to do some new things. And so for most people, they don't want to adjust to that, and they may find themselves failing really, really bad in the very beginning. And if you think you're just going to recruit just solely out of your family and friends and just make it to like the top, or hit some high rank, then that's not necessarily the case. I mean, you got some people that do that. They've got people that they can go to, that they already know, friends and cousins and stuff like that, that'll sign up on a whim, and that'll bump them up to maybe like the first or second rank. And yeah, they probably will have some income coming in the next month or two. But if you're looking to like go to like the 0 to the 10,000 range, this type of business, you don't really make a lot of money fast. This is more of a long-term type of goal. So people get on the bandwagon and they're getting motivated by all of the top earners and things like that. And then if you don't get out here and make sales and produce, then you're gonna fail. And what ends up happening is most people have a hard time selling these products to people. They have a difficult time recruiting because they don't know very many other business-minded people that, are interested in this type of business. And so the failure rate is really, really high. It's like a 97% failure rate, and that's a turnoff in itself, because then you're looking like, okay, well, what's the chances of me being able to, make it in this type of industry? So it's not really the norm that people make a ton of money in this business, but you can't do it. And they have that saying, like 90 days in network marketing will change your life, but if you're afraid to really get out here, put yourself out there and talk to people, then it's going to be really, really difficult for you to kind of, get your mind to do that. So, if you're not really interested in talking to strangers, that's exactly where you're going to end up, which is part of that, 97% of people that have, failed. And so, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone if you're in this business. And I think that's what keeps a lot of people stagnant, is that, they don't want to, get out of their comfort zone. They don't want to do something that they've never did to get somewhere that they want to be. And so that's going to really, really put you in like a tight spot. And so, you need to get used to, being in an uncomfortable position, which really brings me to, the second reason, which is that or the third reason, which is that, you're going to have to recruit people all the time. And I guess it's hard for some people to wrap their brain around that, wait a minute, I got to recruit all the time. I thought if I just get, like my first, 10 or 15 people, that they'll just take me to the top and that's it. But this business is always about recruiting. So, this is going to be, not a good choice of a business if you're not going to get used to talking to people all the time and constantly recruiting. I mean, you're constantly on a recruiting mode. You're constantly, putting people in. It's like a never ending thing of asking people to not only just buy your products, but, if you're interested, in starting, a side business or something on the side. So, when I'm online, because I like to basically run my business online, and I'm looking at, the different social media sites, there's always somebody that's got, a whole page where they're just spamming, and they're, they've got their company products on there, or, they're, putting out, posts that are saying, are you interested in, starting a home business, or I'm looking for 10 reps, to join me on my team, and they're constantly pitching. So you're always on this mode of, looking for people to join your business. Now, it's not to say that you have to do it that way, but that's what I see. And that can really be a huge turnoff, especially if, if you're online doing it. And so, this whole idea of, people, I'll tell you one example. I get people that are online. They're sending me, information on, joining their business. They're constantly, chasing the next lead. Even if I'm in the grocery store, I have people like, I had a guy one time, come up to me and say, are you interested, in making an additional side income? And I was getting pitched. I was like, that's never happened to me before. So people hate those type of businesses. They think they're scams and stuff like that. So, you have to get your mind right for, maybe bumping into people that's not interested in this type of business. So, you're going to always have to be recruiting, and you might end up, talking to people that just are not interested in your business. And trust me, you're going to go through the numbers like that. It's going to be time and time and time over and over again until you find that person that says, yes, I'm interested in what you have to offer, and so I think that if you don't have your mind set for that, then you're going to really struggle in this type of business, because for one, leads are the lifeblood to your business. You have to constantly be talking to new people, and it's better if you could talk to new targeted people that are already interested, but you need fresh new leads. You need fresh new people to talk to constantly bring into your business. And you're not really at a point, I guess, where your business is just so big that you don't have to talk to anybody. I guess if you're like a really big top earner, and even them and their organization, they have so many people that fall off. So, you definitely want to, kind of think about, if this is the type of business for you to join. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of hurdles that you have to go through. There's some good things, but these are kind of like the things that people don't tell you, when you first start this business, that you're always going to be looking for people to either join your business as a business partner. And of course, you're always selling, product. And I find it to be so annoying, when people are constantly like pitching their business all the time, because obviously you're doing what your upline tells you to do. Go out, talk to every single thing that, or every single person that's breathing, and your upline, they're telling you all these things, and so people don't know that they're annoyed by that. And so I'm highly annoyed too, especially when I'm online, and you see people just constantly pitching their business. And so I'm thinking, like, how are these people going to ever just, get their business off the ground, if they're, running it, this type of way. So, if you are at that point, or if you think that this is, something that you're not interested in, then that's pretty much, the route that you're going to go. Now, there are other ways to grow your business. You don't have to just be out here like you see other people that, stopping you in the airport and things like that, trying to recruit you. There's other ways to grow your business. And one way that you can do that is online. And, I'm going to, show you how you can do that for yourself. But I want to just kind of like bring this up to you if you're looking to start a business, and network marketing is one that, you're looking to get into. So another thing that I want to point out to you is that despite what people say, of course, you want to sell products to people and you want to be a product of the product, but the money is in recruiting. So, if you say, okay, well, I just want to sell a few products here and there, and think that, okay, well, I'll build an organization out of that, it's very slim. You need to bring people into the business. And this is why, I think that so many, MLM companies, or multi-level marketing companies is what they call it too. This is why so many of them are under fire, because they're constantly pushing, maybe like recruiting, and you can't really recruit without, products. We know what that's called. Like when you recruit without products, that's called, what it is, a pyramid scheme. And so, that's not really a good thing either. So, you got to think about this business before you want to, like get into it. You probably need some huge, massive organization before you can really just sit back and kind of relax. And even still then, companies come down and things like that, they go out of business and things like that. So, another thing too, which is why the network marketing business might not be, a best choice for you, is that you have to train your team. otherwise they're going to fall off. So people that you bring into the business, you can't just like bring people into the business and just leave them there. You need to train them. You need to keep them motivated, because what'll happen is it's a numbers game. And so you'll bring people in, and then you have to constantly keep them motivated, because if you don't, they will, eventually drop off. So network marketing companies, they have things like personal development. Some of them, they have like the best, motivational speakers. They have the best, training for personal development, because you will definitely need it. This business does, it challenges you, who you are personally, because it really helps you to have like thick skin. Like you need to have some thick skin to like really take this business to a professional level, because it does, it challenges you, to the point where you just want to quit sometimes. And that's how it is. And so another reason why, it's going to bring me to another reason why, this may not be such a good, choice of a business for you, is that 97 or 98% of people, heck, like 99% of people are going to tell you no. They're just not interested. And this is where the thick skin comes in at, because rejection in any part of your life is like a really, really huge issue, whether it's relationships or if it's business. And some people just can't really take this whole thing of being told no. And the reason why that is because people, they think that, that you're rejecting them, when there's actually just the opportunity or something like that that's getting rejected. So people think that, for one, that when you come up to them and you're talking to them, that you're going to sell them something, which you are. You're going to sell them something. People think that, okay, well, if I get into your business, am I going to have to beg people the way they, I see you begging people, or am I going to have to, present this business the way that I see you presenting this business, or, people are going to think that, do I have to do what I see you doing all the time, approaching strangers, in the coffee shop or Starbucks. And when people see stuff like that, they get turned off by the business altogether. So then when you come along and you say, hey, are you interested in this business? Oh, is that pyramid scheme? No. I don't want to be bothered with that, because they're thinking that they're going to have to do the same things that you do. And then that's not what they want to get into. And so that's one of the reasons why you have like 98% or very like so large amount of people that will basically tell you no, that they're not interested. I've been told no hundreds of times, and I'm not exaggerating by that. I've been told, no, I'm not interested. No, that's not for me. Or, people don't call you back and things like that. So, you probably won't really make the kind of money that you want to make up front, because it's going to take time to just find the right person that would be interested in your business, and one of the main things that you're going to always need, obviously, is interested people to talk to. If you don't have interested people to talk to about this business, which are leads to talk to, then you're going to probably see yourself at that point where you're going to be failing miserably. So that's one of the reasons. So 98% of people will tell you no in this business. Now, if you think about it, you want to basically, instead of, trying to get out here and promote this business, getting out here and trying to get people to join the business, you have to have something about yourself that people want to join. There's got to be something about you, the reason why people would want to be a part of what you have to offer. And so one of the reasons why I found myself, venturing into the online space and building my business is that, it's difficult to build your business for me offline, because you don't have that kind of reach. And there's so many people out there that's doing the same thing that you're doing. How do you set yourself apart, from everyone else, all of the loud noise that's going on? How do you set yourself apart? Even when I'm online and I'm looking at social media pages, there's so many people out there and everybody's promoting the same product. How do you set yourself apart? So I started looking at top earners, and I started thinking about, what are they doing to make themselves different from all of the other reps that might be struggling? And for one, I see them, they build a brand. They build a brand around themselves, and they build, such a huge brand that they become known for something. They have a blog. They're using the blog that they created versus the blog that, or versus the website that the companies give you guys when you first sign up to the business. They market training products that they have. They create, videos, and, they promote, themselves and not the company. So who cares at this point, if, some people fall off or if the company goes out of business, because I'm not really promoting that company like that anyway. Now I'm promoting myself as a leader. I am putting out valuable information out there as an authority figure, and I am building my own name up. And I think that that is a better route to go versus, trying to promote the company and build the company up. I think you'll attract more people and have a better success rate, obviously, if you kind of like go that way versus just trying to be like all of the other reps and get out here and pitch people, or get online and pitch people and spam people and do things like that and stop people at Starbucks and, the grocery stores and things like that. That's like not really the route to really, really go if you're trying to take this serious and if you're trying to, build, a business. So one of the things that I want to do is, I want to show you how I use the internet to grow my own business, my own online business. But, also too, I want to show you how you can create, a lifestyle or a freedom when you have an online business. Because one thing about an online business is there's leverage there that you can't really get when you are out and about, walking around, just talking to people and trying to just get them join your network marketing business. And it's one thing that reps have is they have just like their network marketing business. So, you want to be able to have more than just that. You don't want to just have just, a network marketing business and nothing else to leverage off of, So, if you're, watching this video, you're probably watching it because you're either a part of a network marketing company or, maybe you're just looking to, start a network marketing business. It's not to just discourage you, but it's just to kind of give you an idea of, what else is out there, or it gives you the other side to network marketing. So it gives you an idea of, what there is to face, and, I faced, some struggles in my business, especially at the very beginning of my business. I faced a lot of struggles. I basically was failing. I had, a lot of people weren't interested in my network marketing business. I couldn't get anybody to buy my products and things like that. I just couldn't get people, interested in what I had to offer. So, I think that if you look at it from a different standpoint, that network marketing can be, a great business to get into. I think you just need to go about it and approach it a different way, approach it from a different standpoint. And I think, you can have far more better results that way, especially if you're thinking about possibly building it online. And like I said, people want to get other people involved in the business, and one of the biggest challenges that network marketers have is that, they run out of leads. Where are you going to get your leads from? Where are you going to talk to new people all the time? And I think if you can solve most of that problem, you can get past the other part of how do you present, how do you give a presentation, and how do you bring people into the business? How do you show people how to, sell the products and things like that? So that's one of the things that I do right here on my channel is I show you guys, how you can build a profitable business online, giving you tips and strategies and things like that to help market an online business versus, being stuck out here like everyone else, just solely relying on friends and family or bugging the same people over and over again, and you're not getting any different results. So I hope you got, some value out of this video today. Before I leave, I like to always leave you guys with a free resource, so in the description, if you look down there, I have a free training that I put together for you. I'm always doing trainings and giving away, free guides and resources that's going to help you guys in your business. So if you are looking to, venture more online, or if you already have an online business, then definitely check out my free resource in the description below. It says, my number one recommendation for making a full-time income online. So definitely check that out. And also too, If you like what you heard today, give me a thumbs up, or if you have any questions, things like that, then drop me a message in the comment section below. I do check messages. And if you know anybody that's like in the network marketing industry, or if you are, definitely share this with your team members, share this with someone who you think will find value in this type of information. Hopefully it'll shed some light on them, and give them a better idea of, what the network marketing industry is about. Of course, like I said, we always hear about the great things that go on, but some of the things that you're going to face, alongside, in the business is something that people never really talk about until they get in it. Then you're in it, you're frustrated, and you don't know what to do. So, I like to basically just give you guys some, great information on how you can, take this type of business and really turn it into something far more greater, and really think about, starting an online business that gives you leverage. And so you're not just a rep anymore, you become more of a business owner, because some people think that they're business owners when they are, just have, when they're just a rep, and they're not. When you're a business owner, you can do a multitude of things. Like I said, top earners, they're business owners because they're leveraging every aspect of the platform. I mean, they've got trainings that they're selling, they're authors, they've got blogs, that they've got their own following, they've got their own branded material. They're really selling themselves as authority figures. They're selling themselves as the go-to person to go to. Don't go to my company, come to me. And so that allows a lot of these top earners to really go to any company that they want and build organizations over and over again, because they learn how to brand themselves. So you need to kind of start thinking outside the box and thinking, how can I have an online business that gives me leverage? That'll give me the opportunity to not only just be a rep and make one stream of income, but how can I make multiple streams of income? How can I really leverage this business, and it'll give me the time freedom that I want, and I'm not chasing people down all the time. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. Like I said, drop me a message in the comment section below. Don't forget to get your free resource that says my #1 recommendation for making a full-time income online. It is a training, because I love to give away trainings all the time. So all right guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.